We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Clippers ahead, running away with it. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career.
When I first got here,
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
It's just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot block, and it does intimidate them.
Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul out there with Jay, and it's Navarro in at the small forward position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Now the Clippers moving it up. The 17-footer. It's tipped. Here's Parsons. Nice D from Griffin.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Nowitzki with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Here's Barea. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field. And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Here's Navarro. He's got 27, 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jordan can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Parsons' shot is off.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
The shot misses. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And here's Barea. 5 points in the game. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jay's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And stolen by Parsons. 3 on 3. Jenkins with it. Chris Paul covering. And Jenkins kicks to Pachulia. And there's the pass to Nowitzki. He feeds it to Barea. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Barea's got 7.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Here's Navarro. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
Well, you know, we're far enough away from the 2013 draft where we can start to get a feel for just how strong it was. I mean, initial feeling was it was a weak draft, but there have been some gems coming out of it of late.
And for the 2013 draft class, not sure if there are going to be a lot of all-stars from that class, but there are quite a bit of rotational players that are effective.
And Kevin, listen, there's still a chance to see a couple of all-stars emerge from the class, as there are some elite talents that just need time to grow. And overall, there weren't too many complete misses. Almost every lottery pick is a rotation player at this point.
The Mavericks shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Jenkins dishes to Nowitzki, passes it to Pachulia. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Pachulia's got 7 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Jenkins with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Barea. Off target from three-point range.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
And Parsons kicks to Barea. He had a nice open look right there. Barea's got 12 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Here's Navarro. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42 from past the arc. Here's Jordan.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
Yeah.
that was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin. What a sweet assist by CP3.
Now, here's Barea. 9 points last game. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Nick Collison's checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Dishes it to Parsons. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Chandler Parsons really set off a Texas rivalry last year, drafted by the Rockets in the second round. He received an offer sheet in free agency from the team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. Eventually chose Dallas, injured in the playoffs, hurt a knee, only played the 1 game. But I think they've got great things ahead for him with the Mavs.
Yeah, you know, Parsons was a restricted free agent, so that meant the Rockets could match if they wanted to, but they declined to match Dallas's offer, which sent Parsons packing just up the road in Texas.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Williams. And Dallas again with the bucket.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Navarro. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, back to the topic of Parsons' free agency, the offer from the Mavs was 3 years, $46 million. Houston didn't want to go that high, so they reluctantly let Parsons leave. Ultimately, Houston filled Parsons' small forward role with the signing of Trevor Ariza. Not bad.
Charlie Villanueva's checked in for Dallas.
What a tremendous feed from Williams. Great awareness.
Here's Navarro. And the Clippers miss again. Dallas shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter.
And talking about the Texas showdown over Parsons last year, even his teammates got involved. After Parsons left, James Harden reacted saying that Dwight Howard and Harden were the cornerstones of the Rockets. But that's probably nothing compared to the rivalry that the two teams' ownerships felt.
They're starting to get a little triple happy, falling in love with that three-pointer.
Starting to cast them up a bit too often here in the second. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. And here's Anderson from the arc. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Williams. It's blocked.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Navarro. Mavericks with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Williams can't connect from short range.
Yeah, but you have to love
A dominating first half of
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd joining us for our halftime report. Ernie Johnson with the illustrious Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. From the get-go, it was the Clippers who came out strong. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. At the end of the first quarter, they found themselves way out on top. Then in quarter number 2, they actually increased their intensity to pull further out in front, finishing with a double-digit advantage at the half. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
The first thing to say